Imagine this being on the streets of Barcelona or somebody, somewhere really extravagant, but not in Hanley town centre.
It's like, oh my god, that's so beautiful.
Rare, I think. I think unexpected. It's not something you really associate with Stoke.
Well, God knows we need something like this. What a fabulous idea.
Yes, it's different, it's fun, and it's still the arts.
Appetite is a programme in Stoke-on-Trent which is about getting more people to be inspired by and experience the arts. The concept behind the taster menu was really to give people a taste of what the arts are. Lots of people, when they think of the arts, often say, oh, it's drawing or it's painting. But actually we were trying to show that the arts are as varied as the ways that you can eat food. There will be something that you might like the taste of. We thought the first thing we should do is start a conversation with people. So how can you do that? It's by showing them a breadth of what is available for the arts. Bianco and No Fit State, we'd started a conversation with them and what they had and what would have a statement of intent of the types of ambitious projects we want to really bring to Stoke. And to have it at the end of July just seemed to start the taster menu with something that would really get people talking. People didn't know what to expect when they got there. People had seen the word circus and already made all those assumptions from it. People still expected to come and sit down and watch a traditional type of circus. So it was really great to see people change. So they go in and they stand around and they all look a little bit uneasy, and then the first part starts.
Sit down and had all these bars up and a curtain, and you think, oh my goodness me, this is just so boring, is that what we're going to watch? But all of a sudden the curtains come down and things just get moved. Woo!
It's hard to explain because there were tears in your eyes. It brought like an elation, an emotion to your chest that you just couldn't explain.
I've never been in a performance where you felt such a part of it. The way that the actors directed you around, so it made you see things from different angles, was just really inspiring.
I think as pottery years ago, it's been a bit of a neglected place, but arts is a good way of actually getting the people back into the community and getting a good feeling for the arts again.
Look at it different now. I will look at it different. It won't be just paintings I'll look at. It'll be the way you can perform it.
After speaking to you last, totally different view on it. If I'm being honest with you, no, not the arts, not for me. What I've just seen in there the past hour or so, can't wait for the second half. Absolutely fantastic. Take your hat off.
When we were creating the taster menu, the arts were thinking about what they might be able to bring that could support what the taster menu might do, but also bring more people into it. So they created this idea of picnics. So they do workshops on the run-up, so people become part of the band who perform, but also create the set. And each time that they do it, they build on it, use some of that, reuse some of that set and the band members and all those types of people, and create something new.
We just started to realise that people had quite a rosy glow about the past. Keith in the Bowlers said to us, I used to make little wooden boats and float them in the lake. People don't do that now. And we went, oh, what a brilliant idea. Why don't families do that now? And the band listened to the interviews that Dan and I did, and you picked out those themes to write songs that were appropriate about time.
You walk down this lovely tunnel of sound made by Dan Fox, where you could hear young and old talk about the use of the park and why it's been important over the years.
I know this park for the last 70 years.
It's just a real good place to hang out, meet mates.
Everything's good, people is nice.
Just opens our eyes to different things that we haven't thought of, music, it's stimulating.
Fantastic, sounds great. What's great about it?
It's just a lot of people around the park for a change. You know, the last time a lot of people were around the park was when the lake emptied because it got an hole in it. Something like this here, every weekend through summer, then you'd always get people coming down.
And I think that the arts in a way give people that sort of reason to talk and be together.
The Pavement Cafe was really a nice way to test and pilot what worked, what didn't work so well, and try to make a relationship with the city centre and their streets and the businesses that were there and the people that use it on a weekly basis. The bit between the Pottery Shopping Centre and the market feels like an amphitheatre. So we had a vanity display perform there, Mr Lucky's party. We also then had some circus there that also gathered a crowd around it.
Doing theatre outside, it opens up a lot of avenues for people who couldn't afford to go to theatres and places like that to come along, to get involved as well, not just to to participate, not just to watch it.
The bus station is really new, and the people that we've been talking to and working with there are really interested in making things happen there. So we used it for upswings, and that really changed the way that the bus station was used, I think. People sat around, people didn't feel like they were just filtering through to the bus station. We used it for acro-jeu, so that meant that we could use it by using something that was moving constantly, like the people who go through it.
I was just going to catch my buzz and that caught my eye. I could not get away from it.
I only nipped up to call the bank and I've been here since 9:30 this morning.
It was fantastic. The audience were getting involved, the kids loved it. Nothing like I've ever seen at Hanley Market, that is for sure.
Would you normally spend this much time in Hanley?
No, I wouldn't. No, I'd have been back home about 4 hours ago.
Why is that?
Because there's just nothing to keep you here, really.
I thought it was excellent. It's the best thing I've seen going on in Hanley, and I've lived here all my life.
We had a lady called Rosa Parkin, and she does magic tricks. She said to me, I've had some really profound moments for myself, to be honest, today. So I think having that interaction between real people has been quite interesting for artists as well as the people who've experienced it, really.
It shows the big range of what there is in the arts. This is what can go on, this is the sort of thing we can have. Come and enjoy it.
The taster menu has all been about, it needs to be accessible, something for everybody, for families, no matter what your family looks like, and in places where you least expect them. As the world tipped, it's a spectacle, it's spectacular, it's something that people have never seen before, and we had to grab that opportunity to bring it here. For Central Forest Park, it was the first time that they'd done something of that scale, and it was really good to work with the parks team to find out where it could happen, what could happen there, and for them to see how that park works as an event space.
Political art, isn't it, that one? It's got a lot more to say. It'd be nice if other people stood up and took notice, I guess, really.
I'm not an arty person, but this has made me think differently now.
What's been really interesting about it is there was people who'd come on the strength and the back of Bianco, and for those people that had been to Bianco, they've had something to compare against. The tea centre was really a place where the conversation can happen. The tea room has been an anchor for our Get Talking researchers and for the audience as well. But it's really a place where we've just collated all of our data to influence what happens next and cross-check with our groups when they become our commissioning partners. People are hungry for new experiences and they do want it to happen locally. It's about their ease of accessing it, and I think we've been able to prove that that is the case. People are emailing saying, what are you doing next? Or people are saying to us, so what's going on? What's the next big thing for Appetite? Appetite has really made contact with the outside. So lots of artists have started to contact Appetite to say that this is what they've got on offer, this is what they're touring, this is the way that they work. It's about being able to keep that momentum going, to say that Stoke-on-Trent is a place where you can come and make or come and show work, and that audiences are ready for it.